Well, life is short, live it fully. That is the motto in the opera La Bohème, which is now playing this weekend at the Ellie Caulkins Opera House. It is a must-see, everybody. We wanted to know more about what goes into putting on a production like this and the talented singers behind it. So we reached out to the opera, and of course, he is here this morning. Please help me welcome Matthew Burns, who plays Colin in the production. Did I say that right?
Colline.
Colline.
Yes.
I knew it.
It's Colin, but in Italian,
in
it's
Italian,
Colline.
it would be Colline.
That's right.
I love the story behind La Bohème. It's just a classic. Matthew, what has it been like training for this role?
For this role specifically, we met about a month ago. This cast had never met before as a unified cast, and we rehearsed. We sang through the opera. We came up with a stage direction and had a stage director help us. We put it together, and now we've run it about 10 times before opening night, and we've had 2 performances so far.
You had a performance last night.
That's right.
How are you here this morning?
Well, coffee has helped.
Yes, I would imagine. Well, Colorado is a very high elevation. Can you share some of the ways you've been preparing for your voice for the performances? Because I also know as a singer that when it comes to classical singing, that's some pretty big training that goes with it.
Yeah, that's right. So I've been performing for 30 years, about 30 years or so.
Okay.
But I trained about 10 years before starting to be a performer at Juilliard, and then had an internship sort of at New York City Opera. For this role specifically, I've done about 50 performances of this role specifically, but not in this production. So various other productions.
Various other productions. So you feel pretty at home with this role?
Very much. It's in my body. I actually looked at the music the day before our first rehearsal because it's so ingrained in me.
Oh, and that is going to make it that much better. So I'm wondering, what is your favorite vocal warm-up?
Oh, so this is fun. If you want to do it with me, we could do it together.
I haven't sang in a very long time.
That's okay.
Sure.
That's okay. It's easy. It goes, money, 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 money.
Money, 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 money.
Hey, fantastic.
I'm also an alto, so
I can tell.
I can hit that lower range. Okay, so let's go back to the production. This is a tragic love story. If you haven't seen La Bohème, how do you bring those emotions to the songs? And are there ever nights when you feel it more than other nights for some weird reason?
Wow, I love the way you took that.
Yes,
absolutely. So we draw upon life experiences. So not only are we singers, musicians, but we're actors, and we act in another language. So in order for me to really connect to the source material, I translate it into my language, and then I dive deep and I use life experience to grab onto those moments. The thing about being able to express yourself through singing is that it really taps into your soul, and you can release that out like a catharsis.
I know exactly what you're talking about, which is so motivating to hear. There's also part of artistry where you always hope the audience is feeling the same thing you're feeling. So with that, what do you hope the audience walks away with after watching this production? Yeah,
so opera is the ultimate expression of the voice tapping into the soul's emotions.
True.
And this opera is really perfection. Puccini's La Bohème is one of the great pieces of art. If Van Gogh's Starry Night were in town, you would have to go see it.
True.
We only have 3 more performances. This cast is spectacular, drawn from the best singers in the United States.
Okay, that was my next question. Like, what is the rest of the cast like?
Yeah, so great. They're great people, but they are the most adept at expressing themselves using their voice in every emotion of this piece. If you come to this show, you are going to be changed. Opera changes you.
I believe that. Now, this show is already playing. How many more nights did you say you guys have so that people can buy tickets?
We have Thursday night, tomorrow night. We have Friday night, and then we have a Sunday matinee. One of those is completely sold out, so you got to grab your tickets fast.
You got to grab those tickets now. And I'm going to second that with Matthew, that when you watch an opera, it really does transform you. It takes you to a whole new different place, and you really sense a big appreciation for opera. Okay, you're going to sing?
Oh.
a piece of...
Oh, am I?
I think so. They're
Okay.
saying that you agreed to this.
Well, okay, I'll have to do it down a little bit because it's
No,
still early in the morning.
I totally get it.
But
yeah.
I'll sing a couple of lines from
I
my
would
coat
love it.
aria. I say goodbye as my friend is dying.
Okay,
I say
okay.
goodbye to my coat. So it goes, vecchia zimara senti, io resto al pian tu a scendere il sacro monte ordevi, le mie grazie ricevi.
Oh my goodness! Definitely classically trained for sure. Matthew, thank you so much for making time, for really making time in the morning to come here this morning, even though you had a performance last night, and we'll see you there because I'm dying to see you.
Thank you.
Of course, everybody. Okay, La Boheme is now playing at the Ellie Caulkins Opera House through March the 2nd, so you've still got a few shows to get to. Get tickets right now at Opera Colorado, operacolorado.org.